Anglийский с Benjaminem. Hello, hello. I am Benjamin and I am here to help you improve your English skills and to expand your English vocabulary range. Today's video is about a guy who comes from Russia, like most of you watching this video. Most of you, I think, are native Russian speakers and you are learning English. This guy, Venya Pak, he is an absolute superstar. He has learned English to a super high level. I would say that he is basically a native speaker, even though he was born and raised in Russia in a Russian-speaking family. He had no connection to America beforehand, and now he is an amazing English speaker. By the way, I need to mention that I am in no way connected to Venya Pak. I don't know him personally. He does not know who I am. I'm not getting paid by him or by his language school. I'm just here to tell you that this guy has learnt English to such a high level. I really respect him, and you should try to copy his English language learning journey as much as possible if you also want to learn English to a really high level. So it's good to look at the biographies of people who have achieved the results that you want to achieve. So who is Venya? Well, he's just an ordinary Russian guy from Surgut, and he moved to Los Angeles when he was 17. But before he moved to Los Angeles, he went to a little English language school in his local area in Surgut, and his parents made him do some English speaking classes, I believe. And these speaking classes were for intermediate English speakers. But when he started these classes, he started as a beginner, and everyone else in the class already had some kind of confidence when it came to their English skills. They could confidently speak in English. But he joined as a beginner, and he felt that he could not keep up with the rest of the students in his class. He felt out of his league. He felt like he was insecure. He felt like it was embarrassing when he tried to speak English. And he mentioned in one of his videos that he failed one of the speaking exams in his classes. And later he retook the exam, but he barely passed it. And this was when he was 14 or 15 years old. And he, at some point, decided, I'm going to move to America and I'm going to learn English to a really high level so that I don't feel like an outcast. So he really did not want to feel like a loner, someone who had no friends in America. He wanted to be part of American society and to have a lot of friends. So he was motivated by embarrassment. He was motivated by a sense of insecurity. He really wanted to have a nice, comfortable, social life and not just be some weird guy living in America doing some really sad, basic job. He wanted to have a really nice, happy life. So he made it his mission to really get his English skills to a high level so that he could make friends when he eventually got to America. And he made it his mission, so he decided, I'm not going to do anything in half measures. I'm going to go all in and I'm going to study in a really hardcore way. And that's exactly what he did. He completely changed his whole environment into being an English-speaking environment. He only watched American TV shows. He only consumed American things. All his hobbies were totally in English. And every time he consumed American English content, he tried to look for every cultural notes. He tried to learn everything about culture, from college life to school life to how people socialize. He really went deep into American culture. So he did not just come back home from school every day and watch like half an hour of YouTube and maybe did a couple of grammar exercises. No, he was really extreme. He completely made his whole entire world English or American English. So if you really want to have the results that this guy has had, then you need to be extreme. But most of you probably don't want to get to this level, or maybe you don't have the same kind of motivation to get to his level. And that's okay, that's totally normal, because you have to be really extreme to get to his level. Previously, I made a video about how Russian speakers should not get rid of their Russian accents, because in my opinion at least, Russian accents in English sound really cool, they sound really educated. And even if most of you try to have a native English accent or a native American English accent, it will still sound strange. But Venya Pak is an exception. He really has copied the American accents, I would say, absolutely flawlessly. He's amazing at it, but he's an exception because I believe he is a very musical person. He studied music at university, so maybe you could say that is a talent of his. But when it comes to learning English to a high level, I'm not talking about the accent, but when it comes to learning English to a high level, any of you in theory can do it. The question is, how much energy and time are you willing to dedicate to it? How extreme are you willing to be? So if you're willing to be really extreme, then you're going to get the results that Venya Pak had. Maybe not with the accent, because his accent is phenomenally good. Please check out his videos and you can see for yourself how good his accent is. But if you want to get the really good results, if you want to have a C2 level in English, then you have to live, breathe and eat English every single day for many, many, many hours. I believe a 5-year-old has something like 16,000 hours with their native language. Now, are you willing to put in 16,000 hours of your time in order to learn a foreign language to a really high level? Well, why did I mention a 5-year-old? Because 5-year-olds they can communicate in their native language. They can speak about almost anything in their native language in a really natural way. They don't have to think when they form sentences. They can use most grammatical constructions. So, are you willing to find 16,000 hours? Well, good luck, because that's going to take a lot of energy. But you can come close to that if you really manage your time correctly. But most of you don't have the time to do that. Most of you have jobs, most of you have lives, and you can't dedicate 8 or 9 hours every day to learning English. Well, that's what you need if you want to get to a C2 level, but if you don't have that, it's okay to not have a C2 level in English. It's okay to want to only have a B2 level in a language. Having a B2 level is really good. Being at that level is great. It means that you can speak about almost everything, except you have to think a little bit harder than someone who has a C1 or a C2 level. If you have a B2 level, it means you can comfortably have a job working in your target language. A target language means the language that you are studying. So, do you want to be like Venya Pak and achieve a C2 level in English? Well, let me know in the comments section. Use the comments section to practice your English writing skills. All right, let's end the video there. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I'm trying to grow this channel, and press the like button as well if you can. So, thank you so much. I'll see you next time, and bye for now.